Anyway, this is the next part. Anyway, so what I was saying was, I don't know, Fairly Odd Parents to me, some people may really, really love Fairly Odd Parents. I do love the first season of Fairly Odd Parents, and I think partially the second. I think the show really just kind of went downhill after season 2. And this is after that. Like, there's parts in this game where you'll be going around, right? And you'll be playing as Timmy Turner. And Wanda and Cosmo will annoy the living piss out of you. It's like you do something, you walk somewhere, Cosmo's there, Wanda's there. It really kind of got on my nerves. But if you can ignore that somehow, it's actually not a bad game. It's almost like playing an episode from the show. And during this time, the show was... Look, I just watched Fairly Odd Parents. I'm just going to be real. I watch Fairly Odd Parents, and all I think of is I just want to watch Jimmy Neutron. Because that's such a better show to me. And although I did really like the Jimmy Timmy Power Hours, those are really good. And that worked, you know, for Fairly Odd Parents. But as a show is on its own, I don't know. I just feel like it didn't age that well. And the game is okay. You know, I have nostalgia for this game, I do. But it's just, I don't know, like I said, Fairly Odd Parents to me is just kind of an overrated show. For the most part. I think, what was that show? My Life as a Teenage Robot should have gotten a video game. Why didn't that get a video game? That's what I want to know. Yeah, check out Fairly Odd Parents Shadow Showdown. You'll like it if you like the show. And I have Breaking the Rules on GameCube. I will say it's a little better than Breaking the Rules. I'll say that. WWF SmackDown, just bring it. Love this game. I played this a bunch. I like a lot of these older wrestling games. And the cool thing about it is, like, you can play as different wrestlers, but they all have their different stories. And their different stories, you can unlock other wrestlers and extras and arenas. It was actually a really cool idea. You see enhanced story mode, and they are not kidding when they say that. This game has so much replay value. It's unbelievable. And the wrestling moves are pretty fun too, although moving with the D-pad and not the analog stick kind of threw me off at first. But with that being said, it's still very fun. I still recommend this game. You can even play as Fred Durst from Limp Bizkit in this game. Not joking. You can actually play as him. He's a real wrestler. Because Limp Bizkit were on WWF, or E, I should say, at one point. I'll probably end up selling this. And only because I have the GameCube version now, and the GameCube version plays a lot better. It's actually the TMNT video game from 2007, based on the movie. Really fun game, kind of weird. It didn't even feel like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. It felt more like a kind of an action kind of game, like that had nothing to do with turtles. Like the story didn't feel very Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle-y, if that makes sense. But I know it was based on the movie. And the movie's kind of... It's weird, but I have somewhat of a soft spot for it. Because I remember thinking at the time, oh, we're going to get a fourth live-action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. Because it had been, 13 years since the last one, and then they announced this. So it's like, okay. It's actually also one of the only games I have in my collection pre-2007 that is in widescreen. And that was weird at the time because I was playing on my full screen TV, my CRT, and it had black bars, and I was just like, why was this implemented? It's one of the few games I have. I mean, if I had a widescreen TV in 2007, that would have made sense. But this was not. Yeah, it was kind of weird. And it didn't have an option where you could play in full screen either. But it's a fun game for what it is, and you'll enjoy it. It's got a lot of... It's very... if you ever played Prince of Persia, it has a lot of levels like that. Like, a lot of platforming, too. Which was pretty cool. But I'm gonna sell this, and if anyone wants a copy of it in the comments section, let me know, and I'll sell it to you. We'll make a deal. And speaking of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant 3, Mutant Nightmare. This is actually based on the later seasons of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I got this at GameStop originally, and then I sold it, and then I later rebought it. It's pretty good. I remember it kind of not being as good as 1 and 2. I remember it was freaking hard, I'll say that. There are some levels in this game that were really, really tough. But it was actually probably the hardest of the Turtles games. But with that being said, it's still very fun. It's also 4 players if you have the multi-tap. I should play this again. It's been years. Definitely pick it up if you see it. I think it's also on GameCube as well. Oh! And I also forgot to mention you can unlock Turtles in Time. But once again, they replaced the music. But since the Cowabunga collection exists, that's not really an issue anymore. Oops. Alias. That was based on the TV show. I think it was this is probably one of the last games made by Acclaim. In 2004. It's okay. I remember it being kind of fun. It had some of the voices from, I think, the cast reprising their role. Oh, Touchstone. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. That was there. May they rest in peace. Yeah, pretty fun game. You're not missing a whole lot. I still have yet to actually watch the Alias TV show. It might be on Netflix, I'm not sure. Once I finish up Breaking Bad, I'll probably end up going to this show. Because it actually looks pretty cool. And the game was, as a whole, it was pretty good. Yeah, I know, I have this game. B-movie game. Yeah, but B-movie, yeah. Anyway. It was based, obviously based on the movie. Are you fly enough? Yeah, I guess I'm fly. It's okay. You could beat this, I think, in a day, and you could be mindless with some of the mini games. You could spend so much time in this. The only problem I have with this game is that you can easily get your game data corrupted. I don't know how that happened, but that happened with this game with me, so I lost all my data, and I haven't started over since. Sorry, camera. But if you want it for the meme, play it. It's not bad. Me and my brother really saw the commercial for this, so we were like, we need to play the B-movie game. And it's just kind of okay when you play it. I don't even know why it even exists to begin with. It's like, I guess Jerry Seinfeld needed another paycheck, which I don't even know why he would want one, because he gets plenty of cash from Seinfeld reruns alone, but that's a whole nother story. Ratatouille. This was one of the last games, I believe, that was made for both the original Xbox and the GameCube. But the PlayStation 2 version runs better than the GameCube, because the GameCube, it was on its last legs and they had to get it out, so yeah. Of course, based on the movie. Pretty fun, actually. Pretty enjoyable. It's a pretty good platformer, and the only thing that sucks is, like, once you beat the game, you can actually it says you can free explore everywhere, and you explore everywhere. It's just like, you already did this and there's nothing else to do, so it's just kind of like, okay, you can run around every area, like in France and da 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 da. You can run around the kitchen in the restaurant. I don't even think you can go in the kitchen, actually, because I don't think there was anything to do. Like, you could replay some of it, but yeah, it was pretty fun. I never understood why they never made a Ratatouille 2. That was such a missed opportunity. Come on, guys, Ratatouille 2. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's a good thing there's only one Ratatouille movie. I mean, I remember when it came out too, and also free movie Ratatouille movie ticket inside. Was there a movie ticket inside? I don't think there was. This case lied to me. I'm not gonna pretend to be someone I'm not. This was actually my first Crash game. Crash Bandicoot and the Wrath of Vortex. And you're probably wondering, why did I get the Greatest Hits version? Well, there's actually a perfect explanation behind that. Because you see, this game, infamously, is pretty buggy. And this game froze up on me so many times. And the load times are god-awful. And on the regular version, it's even worse. So that's why I got the Greatest Hits version, because the loading times are at least more bearable. But I did 100% it. And it was pretty fun for what it was. You know, going back to do the same levels over and over and over and over again. It was pretty good. But, you know what my favorite one is? The one that came after this. I forgot the name of it at the top of my head. But it was the one where you and Dr. Cortex are, like, together. There's the manual and there's the disc. Once again, on a frickin' blue disc. Because Universal Interactive were too cheap, I guess. I don't know. Should have been on the DVD. Had it been on the DVD, it wouldn't have had a lot of those problems. But unfortunately it did. I could count on, like, 2 hands about the amount of times this game froze up on me. Other than that, it was fun. MTV Celebrity Deathmatch. What to say about this game? Well, first off, I never really grew up with the Celebrity Deathmatch TV show. I just never did. It didn't age the best. Let's just put it that way. It's not one of MTV's best shows. I feel like it was geared towards... See, it says M for mature, but truthfully, I'm going to be real with you, it really did seem like it catered more towards a younger audience than it actually was. Like, you think it was rated TV 14, TVMA, but I think it was actually aimed at, like, 10-year-olds. just to be like, oh, 10-year-old's edgiest TV show. Now, real quick story, I do remember seeing a poster for Celebrity Deathmatch when it came back to MTV2, I want to say in like 2005, 2006, in a movie theater. And I was like 8 years old, 7 or 8 years old, and I remember thinking, oh, that looks weird. And it is. This picture's kind of depressing to look at. Because look, dead, dead, dead. Yeah, just three there dead, and they're all right there. It's, yeah. Carrot Top, Mr. T, Meryl Manson, Dennis Rodman. Oh no, and dead. There you go. This game is okay. It's better than the PlayStation 1 version. Who else is in this? Ron Jeremy. Yeah, you get to play as all the characters. It's very short though. Once you beat the game, it's like that's kind of it. But as a whole, it's pretty fun. It's more fun, I think, with friends though. What is with this disc art, by the way? It's kind of weird. Yeah, definitely check this game out. If you like the show, I think the show's kind of okay. The game is a little bit better, but not by much. The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. You may be thinking, oh, it's based on the Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring movie. It's actually based on the book more than the movie. It came out, I think, a year after the movie did, but it's more based on the actual story than it was the actual movie. So you won't get Elijah Wood in this game, unfortunately. But, as a whole, if you could ignore the fact that it's not based on the movie, and it's on its own story as like a fantasy adventure story, it's really fun. I know this also came out on original Xbox. Unfortunately, my copy did not come with the manual. It did come with the disc, though. And then when people were like, oh, is there going to be a game for Two Towers? They were like, yes, it will be based on the movie. And it did. That one's really good, too. Sorry, I had a back scratch. Let me move these. There we go. This is the only Sly Cooper game I have on PlayStation 2, and I hate to say that because I love the Sly series. This is Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves, the greatest hits version. I used to have the Black Label copy, and I wish I didn't get... I had left it in the car, and I guess my mom thought we were getting rid of it, so she got rid of it to Goodwill. So that really just kind of was like, okay, thanks, Mom. I didn't want to get rid of that. I don't even know why it was even in there to begin with. But yeah, it's the third Sly game. It was actually my first Sly game because it's the one I remember the most from the commercials. It's like, be Sly, be Murray, be... Bentley. And you can find those commercials on YouTube. They're pretty easy to find. I remember them playing on Cartoon Network all the time. It was like, oh, what is this Sly Cooper game? And this was my introduction to it. And I hadn't played 1 or 2 yet. I had yet to play the first 2. So this is the one I have the most memories with, really. And the cool thing about this game... It was sealed, by the way, this copy. It was actually in 3D. These are my original 3D glasses. Poor shape. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. That was pretty cool. There were levels in this game that were 3D. and you actually got to